So we've come into two teams now. We're no longer Americans, I guess. We're either red or we're blue. And if you were ever red and you voted for Donald Trump, then you're in trouble. Michelle Obama came out this weekend and she said, Trump voters, let's remember that tens of millions of people voted for the status quo. That's not true. We did not vote for the status quo. We voted for somebody who was kicking the doors down. He was the furthest thing from the status quo. They voted for the status quo, even when it meant supporting lies, hate, chaos, and division. Man, I just can't take it. We have a lot of work to do to reach out to these folks in the years ahead and connect with them on what unites us. Boy, I would love that. I would love that. But I don't think that's what you really mean. Because you're the person that said, Barack knows we have to change our traditions. We have to change our history. That's what you actually believe.
And Barack knows that we are going to have to make sacrifices. We are going to have to change our conversation. We're going to have to change our traditions, our history. We're going to have to move into a different place.
This was the prototypical radical in power. AOC now says she's going to do everything to win Georgia for Democrats so we don't have to negotiate with Republicans. All right. Okay. Elections have consequences. But they don't care about your voice. See, that's the other thing the Democrats are missing. They've misread election after election. Both parties have. Donald Trump did not. But both parties misread every election, including this one. They think now that we voted as a country for Marxism. No, I think what we voted for was a guy we didn't always roll our eyes and go, geez, he did what? That was it. That was the tipping point. If Donald Trump wouldn't have been that guy, he, wouldn't have gotten all that stuff done. And so a lot of people just went, look, he's got to get it done. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Because I, for one, am really sick and tired of the Republicans just sitting back and going, you know what, we can't do anything about it. Yes, you can. Fight for what you believe in. Fight for the Constitution. Protect and defend the Constitution. That's what you do, Republicans. That's what you do. But you don't seem to want to do that because, quite honestly, far too many of you are in the swamp. You are the swamp. And you have your God. The creature from the Black Lagoon is Joe Biden. So the problem is that the press said they wanted to understand us in 2016. They didn't. They didn't want to. They were just saying that. And then because they live in a vacuum where everybody thinks the way they do, and everybody, I could never live anyplace else but here. Everybody has the same exact kind of education. Oh my gosh, these people are animals. They decided we were animals. That hasn't changed. But you better look out. From the left, Democrats, you better look out. Because did you notice what BLM was chanting this weekend? This weekend, they were chanting F Trump, F Biden. Burn the whole thing down. Oh, geez. Are you going to get serious about them now? Now will they be something you should look at? Now that you're going to be in power? because you better get control of them. Or do you think you can get control of them now? They're now on the streets chanting against Biden. In fact, like all fascistic groups do, they made everybody raise their fists in the air and pledge to them. And I want you to listen. These are people who are standing in the crowd supporting BLM. Listen to what they said this weekend.
Just because Biden is in office, does not mean that our struggle is over. We challenge you. To raise your fist in solidarity. And look at those around you. Who have not raised their fists. They are ignorant. They are complacent. They do not believe.
Absolutely psychotic.
In a future where black people can prosper. They are just as racist. As police officers that are killing black people.
So you got it? The people in the BLM crowd, if you don't do and say exactly what they say, you're as bad as the people they call pigs that should be slaughtered. Jake Tapper said this over the weekend. Listen.
But now the Trump presidency is coming to an end. With so many squandered opportunities and ruined potential, but also an era of just plain meanness. It must be said, to paraphrase President Ford, for tens of millions of our fellow Americans, their long national nightmare is over.
And Jake, I would add, for 300 plus million Americans, our long national nightmare is about to begin.